Dana White of the UFC speaks out about Ryan Garcia right as Ryan Garcia's mouth puts him in more and more trouble. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we are going to wrap up this ridiculous conversation that's been taking place for over 2 months, which is the aftermath of Devin Haney getting beat up by Ryan Garcia. Now, you know full well I'm going to make fun of that and joke about that for a while because, hey, man, Devin Haney fans talked a lot of smack and their boy got beat up. However, nobody deserves to be cheated, even if it results in a comical butt whooping. And so we had to have a very serious conversation about PEDs over the last couple months after Ryan Garcia popped dirty in his sample for Ostarine. And now a very prominent person in the combat sports world, Dana White, the president of the UFC, has spoken out about what he believes the case is and what his experts are telling him about what they think the case is with Ryan Garcia and whether or not he did it intentionally or not, whether or not he took PEDs intentionally. And why is that important to know, whether he took it intentionally or not, so that you can know whether or not he cheated, because you cannot cheat without intention. Cheating is something you decided to do, a decision you made. An accident is not cheating. Just like stealing. If you are walking to a store, for some reason your hands are full, you put something in your pocket and you forget on the way, or better yet, let me use a better example. You have a cart that you are putting through the checkout line, and you have some bananas that are sitting on the undercarriage of the grocery cart, and you and the cashier forget to ring it up, and you realize when you get outside, when you get there, that it's still there. That's not stealing, of course, unless you don't take it back in and go pay for it. But walking out, at the point that you're walking out, you're not trying to steal because you didn't have the intention to do it. So with cheating, you have to prove intention. And Dana White has come out and said that his team, from everything that they know, and he says their team is the best in the world, that they believe it's contamination, and said that if Ryan had a better team around him, this would have never happened. So he basically blamed the team of people that were around him for exposing Ryan to a contaminated supplement. Now, what is the science on it? Because we've been going through it for a while. The amount that's in a system, which was something around 6 nanograms, according to reports, 6 nanograms of Ostarine. And then the supplement, the people that are testing the supplements, which was not sent to the supplement company by Ryan. It was sent to the supplement company by Scooter, the guy that administered the substances to him. They sent that in, and they found it was contaminated. Before they sent that in for testing, though, they tested Ryan Garcia's hair sample, and his hair sample, according to the reports that Ryan gave to the New York State Athletic Commission, was clean, which proved that he did not have nandrolone in his system for the last 6 months. So all in all, it looks like a case of contamination in the eyes of Dana White and the experts, according to him, the experts in the UFC. And unfortunately, I don't think you're going to ever get a consensus on that, though, because some people, and rightfully so, or reasonably so, let me say reasonably so, say, hey, if it's in your system, that's all we need to know. If you're somebody that says it's in your system, that's all we need to know. Hey, I can't argue with that's how you feel. But whether or not the supplement was contaminated or whether or not he did it intentionally, or he cheated, intention matters. And if it's contaminated, it's not intentional. Very unfortunate situation for Ryan, because a lot of people are just not going to care. They're going to label him as such. But good thing for Ryan is that there's so many people have been bogged up in this over the last several years or last 20 years or whatever, that people kind of take it with a grain of salt and they keep it pushing, they keep it moving on. And he's still going to have his fan base. People that don't like him are still not going to like him. They're going to say something about the positive test forever. And it's just what it is. And I mean, that's the part of it that he's going to have to live with, if it is the case that he did it unintentionally. Now, I haven't given my opinion a lot, but to me, quite honestly, it does look like he did it unintentionally. Or there's a significant amount of evidence, provided that everybody not named Ryan involved with him is not lying. Like the Scooter is not lying, that he was the one that sent in the supplement to be tested. The hair follicle guy's not lying, that he didn't test the hair and didn't care and just going to put his reputation on the line about it. Whatever. The lawyer, who is my understanding, one of the best entertainment lawyers or sports attorneys that there is not going to put his reputation out there on the line by just making bold-faced lies up to state commissions, because the New York State Athletic Commission is a department of the New York's State Department. I do believe it's not the Secretary of State. I do believe that it is the State Department, the New York State Department. So that is an official government body, and there's real punishments for doing that. To me, okay, yeah, it kind of seems like it, heavy chance that it was contamination. However, Ryan, with the masses of people, keeps talking, and it's just something he should stop doing, because when he starts saying, oh, well, maybe it's this guy, maybe it's that guy, you're going to send people off having to do all these different calculations and say, oh, could it really be Mickey Bay? And then people, well, it'd be like, oh God, who else is he going to blame today? Why, if you're innocent and you didn't cheat, why you got to keep blame? If it's just contamination, why you got to keep pointing fingers at all these people? Because you're just giving them more things not to believe. And when you say things that are not believable, people are not going to believe you. So even if you may be telling the truth about the central point, you're saying so many other things to people that they don't believe. They're not going to believe you on those things, nor are they going to believe you on your central point. So it's just time for Ryan, stop talking, because he does make himself look bad, and it's very and it adds more fuel to the fire that you're a dishonest person. And if people are out here saying, oh, if I don't believe you, they're going to think you're not being honest. And if they don't think you're honest, they're not going to believe you about the most important thing, even if you're telling the truth about it. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.